Say what needs to be said. It's your boy Asante Samuel back with another episode. Coach Prime is gaining valuable experiences coaching against top college football programs. As Coach Prime continues to lead the Colorado Buffaloes against top 25 opponents in the Pac-12, he understands the kind of talent he needs to compete against these top recruits in the country. And at the same time, he's discovering new talent and weapons on his team as he gets familiar with the new players. He just got there. He brought in 70 new players, so he's only been a year with them, so he's getting more familiar with them. So he's learning how to use them, whatnot, the Amarion Millers, the Kamarni McLeans, and so on and so forth. But fans and supporters of Coach Prime, people who support Coach Prime and want to see him be successful, will begin to get anxious and impatient as he get closer and closer to victory against these top 10 and top 10 teams and stuff like that. Because, people don't really want to see you digress. They always want to see you progress. And being that he's setting the bar so high for himself, it can come back and not look as delicious as good as you want it. But you got to understand and be patient that this has not been done, and he is doing things that is unprecedented with a new team and the Colorado Buffs. So give him time. But Coach Prime and Shedeur Sanders understood exactly what they was coming into to play this game against Caleb Williams and USC. They knew exactly what was at stake, right? And here what was at stake for Coach Prime and his son, Shedeur Sanders. A chance to get in the Heisman Trophy race. A chance to win against a top 10 football team. Colorado ain't won against a top 10 program in 20 years. So a chance to do that. And most of all, a chance to silence the critics. First and foremost, everybody always want to silence the critics, and they coming in, they hating, they saying this, they saying that. You got good things, you got bad things. So the first thing you always want to do is silence the critics. And I'm sure at what Coach Prime wants to do. With that being said, right? With that being said, it looked like Shedeur came out understanding that this is a big game. And I'm going to put this game on my back, and I'm going to show the world that I'm better than Caleb Williams. I am him. I need to be the Heisman Trophy winner coming up. That's what it looked like he came. He came out, trying, to do a little too much. Not taking what the defense was giving. The underneath routes, letting the talent be the talent. Catch the ball and break a few tackles. Make a miss and score. But he wanted to make the big play early. Took some negative plays. Probably should have got the ball out quicker. But he also made some plays. He also made some plays when things wasn't going so good for Colorado in the first half with his arms and his feet, throwing a long pass and scoring with his feet. So he definitely kept it competitive. But I think the environment, at the time, what this game was all about, who is against, I think that was all on the line and was getting to the young man, right? Like I say, you gotta settle down and take what the defense give you. And then when you open it up, then you go for the home runs. But now, let's talk about Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams was the opposite. He came out on fire, right? They came out on fire. They run a lot of screens, a lot of quick plays, a lot of catch and runs. And that plays to Caleb's talent. He throw the ball out there. He could get it out quick. He got the Patrick Mahomes ability, catch the ball from any angle and kind of throw it sideways, any type of angle, and get the ball out quick to the receivers or running backs, so they can run the ball and be effective. And that is designed for him. That fits him well. So, they're playing to his strengths and to his abilities, right? Like, he's the type of quarterback that can release the ball from any angle, man. It's like he could damn near throw it backwards if he want, man. And, like I say, the Patrick Mahomes ability, the effect he has, it's a damn good talent. I think he probably got to be a baseball player, too, to understand how to throw it sidearm. But, that's a whole nother situation. I'm also impressed with the young man. I'm impressed with his pocket awareness, understanding the pressure when he's in the pocket, where it's at, when to escape, when to get away, reading things, feeling that pressure. But on that cornerback blitz, he could have saw that a mile away. He missed that one. And, I know he wish he could have had that one back, but I'm impressed with his pocket presence. He does a pretty good job with that, right? But the concerns that I have for Caleb is, as you've seen out the game, I'm concerned with his deep ball ability. His deep ball ability, I would say it's 50-50. His arm strength is not so strong from what I've seen, and it's not so accurate. It was a few times where, or one time where man was wide open for the touchdown. He ran past everybody. And he overthrew it, but he threw it so quick, like kind of anticipating that he can't throw it out there too far. And then the other time he was kind of on the run. It was like backwards, like against you, throwing it against your body type throw. And, it could have been a touchdown, but the ball fell short and it was intercepted. So I have those concerns with Caleb Williams and his deep ball. No concerns with his underneath and the quick game. He's very, very good at that. He excels very well at that. But he will continue to develop. And like I said, he's an extremely talented guy. And the next level will fix a lot of things, right? But then the second half came. And things got rolling for Colorado. I was impressed. I was highly impressed over the adjustments Coach Prime and staff made going into the second half. Because that's what it's all about when you're a coach. You got to be able to make the adjustments. You got to adapt. You got to feel what's coming the next half. You got to stop what was bleeding the team from the first half, or just get the team playing how you need them to play. And that's what it's about. And they answered that. It was like Colorado came alive. Shedeur, he tapped into his Brady inner self and tried to lead this team to a comeback after they was down like 20, 21 plus points in the second half. Him and Brady's, got a pretty cool relationship. And, you seen that he tapped into that inner Brady and wanted to, and tried to lead that team to victory. It was score for score. It became a shootout, score for score. Who gonna mess up first? Who gonna stop who first? And that's one thing I would like to see different from Colorado. I want to see Colorado change the tempo and stop the no huddle every single play. You don't have to run the no huddle every single play. Slow the ball down and keep the ball away from the opposing team or USC. And these teams have good offense and they want to run no huddle too. They want to control the tempo too. But the difference is Colorado, currently, as of now, the defense for Colorado is a liability. So if you're going shootout for shootout, Colorado probably won't make the stop before the other team. So let's try something different this time, and let's come out in a huddle, controlling the tempo, slowing it down, making them frustrated that they don't have the ball in their hand, making them wait to get the ball in hand. So when they finally do get it, they're too anxious and they do something uncharacteristic and could lead into a turnover. But the experience Coach Prime is gaining from these games are irreplaceable. Money can't buy these things. Like, Coach Prime, he previously was a coach at high school, head coach at high school, head coach at a HBCU, a black college. I don't even know if he was the head coach at the high school, but, that's what they said. So, this experience, he needs a lot of this experience, and it's going to do him well in the future, right? He didn't get to work under no big head coach or a big time Division I college to see how things go, or to have a mentor, or a defensive coordinator for Florida State or Florida. No, he jumped right into the fire. Head coach, Colorado, Pac-12, and he got to figure it out. He got to learn on the run, right? But there were some things that came up in the game where, like I said, Coach Prime is gaining experience. He's learning on the run. And, that's going to be a part of the process. Even coaches that's been in the league 20 years still learning. That's part of everybody, right? So there was some situational football that came up in the fourth quarter. And, how it was handled is up for debate. But it was the fourth quarter, and there was no timeouts, and there was a few minutes left in the game. And Colorado was trying to win the game. And they ran the ball a few times, threw a few passes, and they executed and scored, and it seemed like everything was playing out perfect into the onside kick. Everything kind of timed up perfect. But in my eyes, that situational football, even the onside kick, didn't look like it was practiced on, whereas this is important in practice. We're taking out 10, 15 minutes out of practice to make sure we're going over onside kick. So it was like it was the last thing on the list. This situational football, the time management was an issue, right? Getting the calls in promptly and just basically executing the whole situational football, right? It was times where they was running the ball. Like I said, it timed up perfectly. But in my eyes, I think a little more could have been done, especially getting the ball in. Getting the call in promptly and quicker. That definitely would have helped. But let me give you an example of what Colorado need to do in practice and the defensive coordinator and the offensive coordinator to bring situational awareness to the team. Here go an example. And I'm going to tell you the answer to this question at the end. So, and I want y'all to comment down below or write a message, whatever, and let me know your answer. 4th down and 7. Ball on your 30-yard line with no timeouts left and 1 minute left before halftime comes. And you just got a first down. What's next? Football 101. What you do next? Write down below. Comment below. Let me know. I'm going to tell you at the end. This is football 101, but I'll tell you at the end. But apply these situational football practices to practice. Give the players a quiz. Every day is going to be, I'm going to give you a situation and you have to figure it out. I'm going to put the situation out on the field, offense, defense, everybody make the best decision. And that, simple as that, brings awareness to the team and just being aware of your situations, because at the end of the day, everybody's out here to win and we want to win. So, like I said, that'll bring awareness. But Colorado seemed a little undermanned sometimes. It's like you outman, undermanned. Just their athletes seemed like they were more athletic and, just better recruits. And I don't think that's too far-fetched to say. It seemed like they were undermanned, but whatever that Colorado lacked, they made up in speed. I don't know what y'all saw, but Colorado players look much faster than USC players all around the board. So whatever Colorado lacked in outman, they made up in speed, because Colorado was faster than USC all around the board in my eyes. I don't know what y'all saw. And that's a key for success right there, right? Being fast is speed kills. Simple as that, all right? But the next game is against Arizona State. So Colorado should win this game. You got to win the games you're supposed to win and win them convincingly in a fashionable manner. You know what I mean? Don't go out there making it a close game, having critics more things to say. Go out and win this game convincingly. Stomp them down, kill a mosquito with axe, do whatever you're supposed to do. And that's how you're going to silence the critics, and you keep building. Get that confidence back. Get back on track. You got a couple tough games you just lost. So now it's time to get back on track. And the players will love that, right? And dominate the games you're supposed to dominate. But I was glad to see Cormani McClain out there making plays. Coach Prime and him, you seen in the media they had issues and they put their differences to the side. And the young man's out there playing and contributing to the team. They got amazing ability, and it will be a shame to see it go to waste. But I'm, big ups to Coach Primes and shout out to Coach Prime, man. Understanding we were all young men before, so sometimes we go through things and we just need help figuring it out. They got that situation worked out and they're putting it to the side. But Shedeur Sanders has found a new weapon. And this new freshman, man, let me tell you, he is a game breaker. It's a Marion Miller kid. Just came out of nowhere. Barely played before this. Had over 100 yards, but 4-5 catches. He had one, little 5-yard hitch. He took like 7 yards. Speed. Then he had one-hand catch with the guy pass interference. Then he had one catch when Shedeur is leading the game, trying to lead the team back to victory. And boom, slide catch for a touchdown. That boy is a gamer, man. See? And that's what I'm saying. Coach Prime is starting to understand his players and understand the talent he has on the team. And they're being discovered from everywhere. And like I say, give Coach Prime time. And we're going to see what he about in the future. They join the Big 12 next year. So, that's going to be a different challenge from the Pac-12. I think they a little slow over there in the Big 12. So it might be more easy. It might be even easier for Coach Prime. And Caleb Williams versus Shedeur Sanders. Who won this quarterback battle, in your opinion? I know Caleb Williams, he kind of, took over the first half, even though Shedeur still was competitive. But second half was totally different. But, both these young men were impressive at the game. But if you had to draft one right now in the first round, first pick, top 5 pick to lead your team, who are you taking? Are you taking Caleb Williams or Shedeur Sanders? Who are you taking? Because I did a little talent scouting while I was watching. And, this is the difference between the two quarterbacks that I see, right? Well, Caleb has a quicker release and maybe a tad bit faster. That's the only difference I see that Caleb has from Shedeur. And Shedeur Sanders has a stronger arm with more accuracy. You know what I mean? They're both winners. One with a stronger arm, more accuracy. One more playmaking, dazzling ability. You know what I mean? Quicker release, that Patrick Mahomes type release. Who are you taking? But at the end of the day, Both of these kids are exceptional players and exceptional talent, and they have a bright future ahead of them. And we don't do nothing but wish them nothing but the best, and they're going to continue to go out there and do their thing. So, shout out to Coach Prime. Shout out to everybody supporting them. And see what's up next for the Colorado Buffs. All right, answer to your question. 4th down and 7, ball on your 30-yard line. No timeouts with 1 minute left before halftime, and you just got the first down. What's your answer? Football 101, what you do? What's the answer? Spike the ball. That type of awareness to the team, make it that simple. Awareness to the team, man. Apply that to practice, everything will be cool. All right, say what needs to be said. Moving on to the next one.